I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at realmoney.com. Every night we watch the same shows, Fast Money and Mad Money, and we want to use those ideas to grow our money. Well, good trading takes more than just writing down the tickers you see on TV every night and punching the buy button the next morning. I can help you know when to buy these 3 stocks I saw on TV.
Okay, let's tackle IBM, Procter Gamble, and J.C. Penney. First up is IBM. Now, the company announced some pretty solid earnings. There was a discussion on Fast Money last night. One of the traders thought that this was a problem because IBM announced that a lot of the trouble was due to currency changes or fluctuations. Guy doesn't really see much of an issue there. Profit margins are good. So what happened to the stock? You got to give it to Guy here just because the stock is confirming that there ain't nothing wrong with this. So are you going to buy the stock? I think this is a tough, if you own it, fine, keep it, good job, you're making some money. But you have to respect this downtrend. You also have to respect the 200-day moving average and the fact that IBM was trading after market right about at this same level. So basically what I'm saying is that you've got a few points of resistance here. Keep some on the table if you own it, but feel free to take some profits here on a part of your position, particularly if you're a short-term trader. You don't want to sit here and hold it through here and then watch the stock move lower and then you're scratching your head wondering why you didn't sell it above 190 when you had the chance. So again, I'll just say it. If you have the stock, go ahead and keep some. That's why you've been owning it, right? But don't be afraid to take some profits on a part of your position because this is coming right back into the area where you're going to get a lot of supply. And by the way, if you don't really feel like selling some of your stock outright, just keep a trailing stop on it. That way, if it turns out that I'm wrong and the stock just keeps going higher and higher, you're not all mad at me because all I told you to do was keep a trailing stop on a position that ultimately kept running. That's called trading. Now, Procter Gamble and also J.C. Penney, in a minute, there have been a disclosure by Bill Ackman, who runs Pershing Square Capital Management. This guy's known to be a pretty smart dude. I'm understating things. He took a big share in Procter Gamble, thinks that it's kind of hard to lose money on this stock. Now, be careful here. He's a professional investor. You're probably not. He runs billions. You probably don't. And he's also got a long-term view of the company. If you do, great. If you don't, this is not your huckleberry. We're looking at a weekly chart over the last several years. This stock has been in jail. It's kind of right up, about in the top third of the range, which essentially what I'm saying is this is not a good time to buy this stock. And even if you're buying it right at support here, when it ultimately gets up to resistance, it's not that big a move. So again, Ackman's talking about the company. It just so happens that the stock is the proxy for the company, but the weekly chart shows that this is not exactly a momentum trade. Daily chart, 59 down here, 68 up here. So what are you looking at? Maybe 60 off the top of my head, mental math, 16, 17%, something like that, from the bottom to the top. Anyway, this is not your trade, period. I'm sure he's probably right on the fundamentals of the company, but if you're buying this stock here, you wind up selling in a panic down here, then he's wrong. It is easy to make, it's easy to take losses or lose money on Procter Gamble. So let's last look at J.C. Penney. He also thinks he's going to make a boatload of money in J.C. Penney. Lord knows I hope so, because this stock looks like death. You can see it's been trending down for quite a while, but if you squint your eyes, look at this chart without all the noise on it. If you were going to buy this stock, when would you buy it? Well, you wouldn't be buying it up here, would you? No. If you were going to buy this stock, you'd be buying it, say, right here. So between Procter & Gamble and J.C. Penney's, even though J.C. Penney's looks like just looks really, really horrible, I would still rather buy J.C. Penney's just because it's down at this support level. But once again, you want to keep a tight stop on this puppy because so far this is qualifying itself as a falling knife. That could change today because of the disclosure that Ackman's in and he's in big. But until you see that happen, this is a downtrend that remains a downtrend. Okay, that's it for today. A couple things. First of all, get over to Real Money Pro and subscribe, okay? There's a lot of great writers over there. I publish articles 4 days a week with 5 charts a day. That's going to give you some good trades. Also, I want you to check out my chart of the day. It's a free service over at stockmarketmentor.com. I send you 1 charting video a day with a good trade. But also, one other thing. Look, if you haven't taken advantage of my free 30-day trial, get over there right now and do that. Again, it's free. Like, in other words, there's really nothing to lose. When are you going to find that this day and age? So get over to stockmarketmentor.com. Take that free 30-day trial, and my bet is you're going to stick around. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, and I'll be right back here tomorrow.